Good morning, everyone. Where's my snakey? Good morning, Thrive. How's your sleep, Thrive? Guys, so as you can see, I have my snakes here in my room. I love snakes so much. Kanina nakilala niyo si Thrive. She is a 3-year-old Burmese python. She is a female. Say hi, Thrive, to our viewers. And of course, I also have a ball python here. He is 8. He is 6 months old. He's very cute. And of course, I have a new in my collection. He is Rise, R-Y-Z-E. Say hi to the camera, Rise. We are very excited kasi may pupuntahan kami ngayon sa Digo City. Matadagdagan na po ang ating mga snakes. Kaya let's go! Good morning, everyone, once again. Today, we are going to Digo City. I'm so excited to claim up Rise. Before Holy Week, I was able to join a raffle in which nanalo po tayo ng isang 3-year-old female ball python. And with that, pupuntahan natin ng isang 100% foreigner pero 100% pure Pinoy by heart, in which nahilig siya sa snake breeding. And with that, let us discover the world of snakes. Let's go!
Oh my god, you're such a graveyard person. Just give me the best snakes here.
There's this one. And this girl is one of my favorite. So albino hypogranate. So this one would be considered like a juvenile for Burmese. So not yet ready to breed, yeah.
Oh, not yet ready to breed.
No,
So mine is also not ready to
not
breed.
ready, yeah. They gotta be at least 9 feet and at least kind of like 2 to 3 years old.
Okay, see, this long of a Burmese is not yet ready to breed because they have to grow as long as 9 feet. So basically, my Thrive, which is a 3-year-old Burmese python,
Yes.
which is less than 5 feet, is not ready to breed yet.
But that's how you can see the feeding, right, really impacts their growth.
I have
So
to
start
feed and feed.
pumping her with chickens.
Yeah, we have whey protein for
Yes.
snakes.
So again, a sugar. So she's going in the shed here. This girl just recently gave us eggs, 6 eggs. But you can see how skinny they are after they give birth. So you can see how like here it's like skinny.
Yeah, it's so skinny.
But before that, she was like almost 3
This
kilos.
is a ball, right?
Yeah,
Still?
ball python. Oh.
So this just gave birth to like 6 eggs.
6
And
eggs, yeah.
all of the 6 eggs right now are under incubation. So congratulations, you're a new mom.
Yeah, first time mom, yeah.
First time mom.
So sometimes we do what we call a split clutch or a breed loan. So my friend is sending me the female and I'm gonna use my male and then we split the eggs. So this girl I'm really excited about. Look at how beautiful she is. So she is just a stunning female. Look at the blacks on that.
This is one of my crushes.
So she is a Barnhart black pastel blackhead het hypo. So what else can I show you guys? Yeah, this is what everyone loves to see in Philippines. This is your all white snake with the blue eyes. This one we call Winter.
And it's almost pink.
Yeah, because she's going in the shed, so that's why her belly gets like pink and her skin is kind of saggy.
You thought, guys, that you're gonna just see this in movies, but this is real.
So we're breeding this little dude. So this is an albino or a candy banana lesser. So if I breed this with Winter, half the babies are going to be all white with the blue eyes and half will not.
For startup breeders, what are the basic things to also consider? Like, for example, apart from the genetics.
A lot of times when you first start, people will just buy.
Yes.
I would say try to research. There's a website called Morph Market. Sort it by highest price. And that's not to say that you need to buy the highest price. It's just to give you an idea of where the market is at today. And then open up the different snakes that you'd like. And eventually you're going to notice a pattern. They all have this certain genetic. So just have fun with it. Not everybody has to be a breeder too.
Yeah, correct.
You can just enjoy the snakes because when you get a lot of snakes, it's a lot to take care of. So just do it slow, enjoy, learn as you go. This is the first Kraken in Philippines.
Wow.
So they call it the Kraken because the alien heads look like little suction cups from octopuses. So this is a mix between a ball python and a Burmese python. So you get the beautiful colors from the ball python, but it keeps the contrast really, really good from the Burmese side. So, oh yeah, I can show you some of the sugars. So these ones are also very beautiful. This one has what's called the sugar gene, which is adding these whites all throughout.
We're gonna go outside because we're gonna check out the bigger ones, okay? So if you're not satisfied with the small cute ones, let's go to the big ones. Let's look at it. There's also big.
And these ones are kind of the smaller ones. So these are the ones that we're not necessarily breeding right now. Some of them we could, like these ones we could breed if they had follicles. So like this is kind of like the minimum size that you would want. Good thickness to them like that. Yeah, so these are the cages that we built to do the hybrid pairings.
This is a new one. I think this is newly built.
Yes, it is.
So
Because
they are already pairing, guys. There's a female and then that's the male, right?
Yep. Yeah, the small,
Okay, the
tiny one is the
small
male.
Is the male, and then the female one is the big one, and then another pair here.
Yep.
As you can see, it's a different color.
This forces them to cuddle. You can see they're all cuddling together.
Yes.
Forces them to be close and encourages that breeding process.
After you take out the two snakes, how many days for you to determine if it's gonna bear an egg already?
We use the ultrasound, so like we can see if the follicles are growing.
Yeah.
Eventually the follicles will get to be like 40 millimeters, something like that.
Yeah.
And then we observe the female for an ovulation. So an ovulation is the female, it looks like she swallowed a football. She's got like a huge belly in the area where the follicles are.
Yeah.
And then we know that she's been pregnant.
And how many days or months is she gonna carry the eggs inside her body?
After ovulation, it takes about a month for them to pre-lay shed. So they'll do like a shed, and then another month. So it's like 2 months that from point of ovulation, yeah.
And then the incubation period is gonna take...
It's 55 days. So it's almost like a full year. Basically like a year cycle. So like from the time the female gives us eggs, the next year we'll probably get eggs around the same time next year. So these are some of our biggest girls. So this girl here is probably close to 15 feet.
See, that's already 15 feet, guys. But the male is how many feet?
Like 4, 3.
4.
Yeah, but they get the job done. I don't know how, but can you pair the male Burmese to a female ball python? Yes and no. So yes, you can, but the male can't be this big to the female, or else it's going to cause damage to the ball python female.
For sure, yeah.
With his parts, yeah.
Yeah.
So if you are going to try it the other way around, which apparently can be done, I've never done it, don't know anyone that has, but apparently it can. Just make sure your male Burmese is like in that like 6 to 8 feet range. So just like a little bit smaller, yeah. Yeah.
This one is also breeding.
Yeah, the little male squished
Look at
on
the male. The male is squished.
squished
The head
on
of the male is there.
Yeah.
They're still gonna mate.
Yeah, they like to cuddle, yeah. This one is pregnant already.
So this is a pregnant.
This one is
Burmese
pregnant.
python, guys.
Yeah.
Wanting to escape.
This one is pregnant also.
This one is also pregnant, guys.
And then we have one other one over there that's pregnant. So far we have three new burn ball clutches, hopefully this year. And what's the best about them at that size is they're just totally relaxed. They call them the golden retriever of snakes. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. This is our male, this is our only male. So the reason we use him is sometimes if the female is stubborn on breeding, we will put him in to activate the female. So they start the breeding process, then we switcheroo.
It's like a horse.
Yeah.
They're used for like activation.
Activation,
okay.
and then you put in
pull
the
it
ball
out.
python, yeah.
Okay. Is it like a thing also in snake, artificial insemination, or no?
Not yet. Maybe at some point, but
Because in livestock, especially in pigs, they do that.
yeah, the science on the ball pythons is starting to advance. So as you know, we have shed testing now.
Yeah.
So like if you're unsure if the snake has a certain genetic, you can send away a shed and then they can test that. Some people are using a microscope to check the sperm of young males to see if it's viable. So for example, before people would just pair it and hope that you get good eggs. So it's getting a little bit more sophisticated. So maybe.
For sure. Okay, let's now unravel our prize, which we won
Yeah.
last Holy Week. Okay.
It was one of the top prizes too. I think it was 4th prize or something like that.
It's one of the, because we are only 4 left.
Yes.
Yeah, so
You're
it's
so
like the
close to
4th
the burn ball.
prize. How did you find the Philippines?
So originally I was living in Thailand at the time, but the language barrier was a little tough.
Yeah.
So I researched and I found Philippines.
Yeah.
Everyone here speaks amazing English, like yourself.
Thank you so much.
So yeah, long story short, I met my wife here. Love it here. I've been here for about 8 years now.
What made you reside and decide to like live here in Davao del Sur?
Davao, for me, I'm more relaxed. I'm a pretty chill guy.
Yeah.
So for me, nightlife, don't really care about that. It was more looking for a family, wanted a family, simple life. I grew up in a small town of only 8,000 people.
Ooh.
So
what town is that?
Renfrew, Ontario, Canada. So that's why I'm in the province type area now, living now.
Yeah.
Because I like the quiet. Our house here, it's so nice. Very peaceful.
Talking about how you found Philippines, how did you find snakes? Where did you start?
So I've always been into reptiles as a kid. So I've owned my first reptile ever was a veiled chameleon.
Yeah.
And then I got into tortoises. I've had all kinds of lizards. I was never really into snakes, but back then, like 20 years ago, there wasn't really many morphs as beautiful as like this one,
yeah,
right?
for sure. Very beautiful.
So they were very just kind of simple, so I wasn't into it.
Yeah.
And then 2023, we went to a show in Abriza, Davao, a pet show, and I was like, what is that?
Yeah.
What is that? And that sparked the fire. Getting into the genetics really gets my ADHD brain going.
But it means that you're very recent with this experience. 2023 is 3 years back.
Yep, that was December too. So we've only been doing this for, I guess, like a little, like 3 years now.
4 years.
3 years, yep.
How did you like multiply the volume of the snakes in like a span of 3 years?
Through a lot of research, you know, I got a bunch of mentors. You know, there's a website called Patreon where you can pay a monthly fee to get advice.
Ooh.
So I got advice from some of the best breeders in Canada and US,
Yeah.
and then just buying them. you gotta buy, right? Buy lots. And then we had our first breeding season last year, so we hatched 17 clutches. So 54 of those were burn balls.
Yeah.
So we hatched 100 plus of our own snakes.
Yeah.
So it multiplies pretty fast once you start breeding them.
A sentimental question. Can you remember your first snake? Is it alive?
Of course, yeah. It's winter.
It's winter your first snake?
Yeah, that was the gateway drug to getting into this.
Oh
Because
my
my wife,
God,
she
yeah.
was terrified of snakes, as most Filipinos are,
Yeah,
right?
for sure. Even my family, for startup, not breeders, breeders and also who wants snakes as pets. What's
Yes.
your advice, like the ultimate advice that you can give them?
My advice is just have fun with it. Especially if you're just looking for a pet, just buy what looks pretty to you. Doesn't matter whether it's male or female. Ideally, get a female just in case later on, if you do want to breed, you already have that female ready. Because females are ready after a year or two to breed, and a male is ready just in 1 year. So it's better to start with a female. A 5K snake has the exact same personality as a 500K snake. Doesn't matter.
See?
So just get what is within your budget, what you can afford, and just have fun with it because they're an amazing pet. So this is your girl.
My girl, guys! Amazing! God. So you are gonna be with me already.
Yeah.
Welcome to the family. I'm gonna name you. Matt doesn't name the
Yeah,
snakes.
I don't wanna
because
get too attached.
alive. Yeah, don't wanna get too attached. But me, I wanna name my snakes. So can I get a hold of this?
Yeah, go for it. No, she's chill.
So-
She is a GHI, which is the black, and pastel het clown.
GHI and then pastel. Okay, so this is another ball python, and this is 3 years old, right, Matt?
Yeah, at least
And
3. Yeah.
Has already bred.
Already given eggs. Yep.
Yeah.
Over a year or two ago. I guess almost 2 years ago now. So she would be ready to breed again.
Oh my goodness, you are ready to breed again. I hope that you can give me a lot of good breeds and baby snakes.
Jeez.
So I'm the new parent of this snake. Thank
Congrats.
you, Matt. Congratulations. Say hi to your viewers. Say hi, say hi, say hi. I'm an official parent of this beautiful snake here, and it goes with the paper, you guys. So you go with like certified and registered breeders, okay?
So we have 3 strips of tape on the back.
Yeah.
Connected to 3 thermostats. And then we also have fans. So this thing controls the fans. We have 2 fans here, one there and one there. And that blows the hot air down because as we know, hot air rises. So that will circulate the air and keep the temperature consistent throughout the incubator.
Okay.
And you can do it at 89.5 in Fahrenheit. So I think that's like 32 Celsius, something like that.
Yeah.
And this is the egg box. So this is the eggs from that mom earlier. So we use just water. You put sponges. Basically, you just need water, and then don't want the water touching the eggs, or else you're gonna get mold. So we have a little tray, and then we use like a press and seal wrap on the top. So it's got to be completely sealed. Because you basically want 100% humidity.
Yeah. So basically, you have to maintain what level of temperature in the incubation process?
Around 89.5 Fahrenheit. So whatever that converts to Celsius.
Okay.
All the care guides are in US, so it's like, I'm Canadian,
Yeah, you're Canadian.
not US,
Yeah.
American. But yeah, whatever that temperature is in Celsius.
And this is gonna hatch in like 55 days.
55 days, yeah, it's pretty consistent. So this is all the chickens that we're breeding.
Yeah.
So we're breeding native chicken.
Yeah.
to a Buff Orpington chicken. So it's like, again, another hybrid.
Yeah.
Because when we were doing Buff Orpington to Buff Orpington, they kept dying or
Yeah.
getting sick.
Yeah.
So we bred it with a native chicken to make it more resilient against like the weather and the. So these, it's not that bright.
Another whole new world here.
So this is African soft fur rats. So these ones we got from Digipets in Manila, which originally imported them from Malaysia.
Oh.
So they're kind of more rare.
How about the house rats? Are they okay to feed to snakes?
I wouldn't, yeah.
You wouldn't.
Just, I mean, it's okay for them to eat, but they could have disease or like different, like, you know, they've been out in the wild. They're more.
I will stop feeding them with
Yeah,
house
it's
rats.
okay sometimes,
Yeah.
but that's the Buff Orpington. So it's like a hybrid chicken where it's like a really good egg layer, but it's also like a big meat type. So this is the female Corompa. That's the island that she came from. They're actually not defensive. They're just very food driven. So every time you open the cage, they think food.
Okay.
They fly out for food. But if you hook train them,
Yeah.
they're like the nicest snake.
The sensation of this snake is different from the Burmese and the ball. It's really a different experience, you guys.
Yeah, and she's way more active, but not scared.
But compared to the Philippine reticulated python, because
It'd be like half the size, yeah. And not near as thick too.
Yeah.
Like this one is already like 2 years old.
So right now, let us try to determine the sex of snakes. No, so we have here my snake, which is Rise. We're gonna determine. We have here Along. Say hi to the camera, Along. Alamin natin kung babae ba or lalaki si Rise.
Ivory.
So we're gonna start with ball pythons in breeding.
Yeah, so I would feed them like once a week.
So what's a? So if it's a female, it's gonna go deep.
Oh, it's a male.
Yeah, see?
It's a male.
So like the initial probe was a little too big,
Yeah.
so it got stuck,
It's stuck.
too early.
Yeah.
Why is it a male?
Because it's got space for the hemipenes.
Ah,
So the
okay.
hemipenes of the
If it's
male,
a female, it should
it's
be
gonna be
like
short. Yeah, it's gonna be short.
Okay, so it depends on how deep can the pin go.
Yes.
So we're gonna confirm if Thrive is really a female, because after all these years, I thought that she's a female, and I believe so. I hope so.
It's female.
Female?
Yeah.
Yeah, congratulations. Thrive is a confirmed female, you guys. Snakes are so misunderstood.
Yes.
In the Philippines, when they see a snake, they kill it immediately.
Yeah.
What can you say about that? Don't kill snakes.
Yeah, I agree, and I also understand the fear for your kids, right? Like
For
if
sure.
if you're a parent and there's a cobra, I get it, I understand. But there are people that you can call. So there's like people that will rehome them. So they're called like snake catchers or like snake rehomers or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't remember the exact term. But they will catch that snake and put it somewhere far away from people.
Yeah.
They are very important to the ecosystem.
For startups, what's the range of like the beginner price for snakes?
Yep. So you can probably find one as cheap as 2K. That would be just like probably a normal male. And then upwards, probably the more average price range is 5 to 10K for like that entry level pricing, yeah.
Yeah, and then these are all registered.
Yes. So we have our wildlife farm permit with DENR. And once you get your snake, it is important to get it from someone that has that certification.
Correct.
So that you don't go to jail.
Where can we find you? How can people look for the snakes?
Yep, so we're Eternal Morphs, so our business here, and we are on pretty much every social platform. Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. We do YouTube lives a lot. We're pretty much everywhere. Our availability, we have available albums, so photo albums on Facebook if you want to see what we have available. Chat us, we're friendly.
Matt, thank you so much. You're such a nice Canadian guy.
Thank you.
I love this guy so much. Snakes are one of the most misunderstood animals in the animal kingdom. But for example, like me, like Matt, we also love snakes. Snakes are also very important in our ecosystem. They're also friendly. They're also good for pets, you know? So we need to also respect the role of snakes in our ecosystem. Thanks for watching, you guys. I hope that you enjoy our content for today. This is Angelo Caballero for Outlook, Ipanalo ang Agri-Pilipino.